So when you log in, you'll see something like this, but it's going to look very different from mine. And here you've got activities. So I'm going to send you the link. Don't worry about that. So you go to activities and you click on activities, and it says LED with battery. Okay. I'm just going to delete that design. You don't need that one. And the only one there, and right now it just looks like a 9-volt battery, and it says spectacular cup. Okay. Now I'm going to click on Tinker this, and it's a 9-volt battery. Okay. And I'm just going to spin it around. And I'm going to make a bog standard circuit first, and then I'm going to add bits onto it. Now I know it's been about 2 weeks since we've done this, so don't worry about it too much. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is up here there's a button that says rotate, and under the word rotate, I hope you see the word rotate pop up, there's also the letter R. So I can click on it and I can press the letter R and rotate it. I like it facing that way. That's just me. Okay, but there's my battery. All right. Actually, do you know what I'm going to see? I am going to see on the right hand side. You can come across here to search, and I'm going to type battery. Let's just see what it's got. It's got 1.5 volt battery. This is the most likely battery you'll see in any kind of test you do. So I'm going to click on the 1.5 battery, 1.5 volt battery. We'll drag it on. I'm going to drop it in. All right. It still doesn't look brilliant. Now I'm in two minds. I'm going to stick with a 9-volt battery. You'll find out why later on. So I'm going to rotate it around so it's pointing downwards. I'm going to zoom all the way in. So this is a 9-volt battery. You can see you've got negative and positive. And the other thing I'm going to add to it is an LED. But I might, and I really wanted to try a bulb. So here's a light bulb. I'm not sure if it's going to work, so we're going to wire it up. I'm going to see if it works. To add wires, if you can remember, you just click on this wire type. Let's click on it. I just want a normal wire. Go from negative. Oh, that's in my way. I'm going to come across a bit. Then click it there. So that is a bit annoying. And then I'm going to change colour. I think was that negative? Okay, let's get that. It's a bit annoying. It's really hard to see for some weird reason. Terminal 1, terminal 2. Yeah, it doesn't matter which one I attach it to. So let's do it properly. So black is negative. You can see it. It's black there. And connect it from there to there. Okay. And then I'm going red. I'll connect it. Oh, that black didn't turn black, did it? It turned back to red. Okay. Let's just make that black again. There we go. So once you wire it up, you can press start simulation. And it lights up. All right. This is a very, very simple design. Okay. Yeah, and I'm recording that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the same thing and I'm going to set it up in a way that you need to know how to do it. So this is called a component. This is a light bulb. It's a filament light bulb and it's a component. So what I also want is a resistor. Resistor. Press enter. So I just want a bog standard resistor. And I'm going to put it there. All right. Now this is positive. So I'm change back to red. And I want to connect that from there to there. I'll do it a bit neater this time. I was checking if that light bulb would light. And then I'm going to connect that end all the way down. I'm going to come down and I'll connect it to there. It's a bit wobbly. I'm just going to put it down and straighten it out. The next thing I'm going to do, and now I want to connect this. So I've just deselected that because it was selected like this. So if I select it like this and then change to black, it's going to change that to black and I don't want it to. So I'm going to stay on red because it selected the wire, I'm just going to click anywhere and it deselects that wire. And now I want black because black is negative. So I click on there, I come out, and go to there, click once, come down, click once, come across. Oh, that was really, there we go, turn on. I want to see if it works. I want to see if I'm connecting. I'm just going to start simulation. And you can see it lights up. And we can double click on this and we can increase the resistance. As you can see, the brightness changes. That's in kilo ohms. I might just go to ohms. That's the units of resistance. I might go 1, 10, 100, 1,000. You can see it's getting less and less brighter. It's dimming. So that's how we can change the resistance of that resistor. So that's the first step. And I've recorded all this. So, you know, even if you're not new, even if you're new, so this is I've taught you from the start of this academic year. Take your time, get to that. Okay, that's your first step. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take an image of that, and I'm going to go and put it on the Miro board. Now you can't see me on the Miro board because the recording can only happen on one tab at a time. So I'm just going to put this image. So, and above that, I'm going to put first step. First circuit to make. All right. Now, coming back to Tinkercad, the next thing you want to do is you want to add two things. You want to add a voltmeter and an ammeter. So the thing I'm going to add first is an ammeter. Ammeters measure current. Oh, okay, do we just have a multimeter? I think this will just have a multimeter. Sorry, voltmeter, volt. Yeah, we should have a multimeter. This is a multimeter here. So unlike the FET simulator, we're a multimeter. Now to measure the current, you have to go in series. Okay, so I'm just going to mode. So it says mode, I'm going to go to amperage. Now all this is being recorded, so come back and have a look at it. All right. So when I convert the video and I put it back on, just have a look. So we're going to go to amperage. And I'm going to change its name to ammeter. Okay. And then I'm going to connect it in. And the way you connect an ammeter is, doesn't matter if it can be anywhere. It can be here, it can be there, it can be on the left, it can be anywhere. So I'm just going to put it next to my resistor. So what I'm going to do is click on that wire and delete it. I'm just going to spin this around. And you put it in series. Okay. Well, that means, oh, I'm going to go to red. Well, that means this wire will connect to that end. Am I connected? Looks like I'm connected. And that wire will connect to that end. So I'm just going to move this forward. I like it to be nice and neat. Now I'm just going to press Start Simulator. And you can see we've got the milliamps there. I don't think that was a clever idea, putting it on this side. Right, I'm just going to delete it. Oops, let's do Command Z, Command Z, Command Z. Sideways just didn't work. So I'm going to leave it upright so it's easier to read. Okay, so take that. You know what? Let's be fun. Let's put it on the side that let's put it on a different side. And why not? So I'm going to delete this wire here. I'm now going to switch to black. So an ammeter, you can put it anywhere you want in the circuit as long as it's in series. That means one wire will go to here. My next wire, oopsie did, and go down to there and across. So I can put it there, literally anywhere I want. Okay, that is true for an ammeter. So now I'm just going to start my simulation, just make everything wide up. It's wide up nicely. I like that. I'm going to stop simulation. The next thing is I want a voltmeter. So we're going to use an ammeter again, or a multimeter again. And this goes in parallel. Okay. So what that means is I'm going to, which is the nicest way, I'm going to put this. Let's put that down there first. Let's zoom out. Pull this down. So I'm going to put this, I can put this anywhere. So I'm going to show you 2 different ways I can do it. So I'm on black, so I'm going to take that end here, go across, come down and connect to this side here. There. I'm now going to change to red. This is parallel. Oh, right. Deselect. Let's go to red. Come across. Come down. I think that's connected. No, I missed. There, I think that's connected. There we go. Okay. And if you look here, it's on volts. This is set as a voltmeter. If you look here, it's set on A. That's an ammeter setting. This is the most complex circuit you need to know. It doesn't get more complex than this. All right. So now we press start simulation. And you can see I got my amps and I've got my voltage. And I can do some really interesting things. Now, I can actually change my resistance. 1, 10. Look, my voltage is going down. So is my current. As my resistance gets bigger and bigger, my voltage and my current go down. All right, so there you go. I'm just going to double check on this. Fine. This is where I hope you get to. All right. And once you get to that, and again, like all things, where, we're not in a big rush. We're not in a rush at all. Even if you only get this far, that's perfectly fine. Even if you get as far as the first circuit, to be honest, that's perfectly fine. So I'm just going to stop that recording there.